Yo, what's going on? It's your girl EB, Sturdy TV. Everyone asks me what equipment I use, and so here's the video where I'm going to explain to you what equipment I use. Alright, so the first camera I ever started with was the Canon XT, and I was editing on iMovie. So that probably explains why, one, I'm still with Canon, and two, I'm using Final Cut Pro now. I'm just sticking with what I'm used to. You know, you begin to master what you continue to utilize over and over again. So, yeah, I never switched over to Nikon, Sony. Although I am thinking about switching to Sony, I will say that just because Canon is so heavy and it's really jeopardizing, you know, my physical body. Although I will say that if I put in more work, you know, ate healthier, worked out more, I would be able to, I guess, carry this weight, but still. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Canon has some beautiful glass, so I'm not sure. But, yeah. Then I never switched to Premiere Pro or DaVinci or whatever other software out there. People are using to edit videos now. Alright, so after the Canon XT, I got a Canon 7D Mark I, and I had like some standard lenses, but when I upgraded, I got a 50mm lens, 10 to 18 millimeter lens. These are both Canon. The 50mm was a 1.8. I mean, you can honestly, you just have to research. The reason why I steer away from answering these questions right off the bat is because people take the answer and think that that's the equipment that they're supposed to buy. That's not what you're supposed to do, because you don't know if you're going to be shooting the same things I shoot. Perhaps I really like portraits and vlogs, and you're going to shoot interviews and wildlife. You don't want the same equipment as me. Just because you see me out here doing my thing, or you know, you see somebody out there and you like their pictures, you know. So just really take that into consideration. Instead of asking them what equipment they use, you should ask them, you know, I'm interested in this. What do you think is the best for me? And sometimes you have to just keep in mind that they might not know. If it's not their subject, you know, they might not know. And that's just a simple question that you can Google or YouTube. But just to continue down my timeline of gear, I got a Sigma lens 18 to 35. That's pretty cool, 1.8. And I just watched some YouTube videos to find out which one was the best for me. And it was a zoom lens. I heard a lot of great things about prime lenses. Actually, I just met someone who says that, like literally 5 minutes ago, I said they use prime lenses only, and they have some great clarity. But zoom is best for me because I move a lot, and I'm like going back and forth, and I don't have time to switch lenses. You know, switch from a 50mm to an 18 to a 24 to whatever, you know. I'd rather just have that 24 to 70 or whatever zoom. From there, I began to realize how important audio was, because I realized, you know, when I'm in a movie theater or something like that, the audio is extremely loud and it's like right here in my ears. And when I began to listen to Gary V's videos on social media, Instagram, it really was capturing because of the audio. And I noticed that. So I wanted my audio to sound amazing. And although I would tell a starter to start off with, you you know, their camera audio because it's better than no audio, or, you know, phone audio. Although, depending on where you are, iPhone audio might beat the camera audio. You never know. You never know. But and then they have, like, you know, little Zoom recorders and stuff like that you can record on. But anyway, I got the Rode, the micro microphone with the dead cat on it. I lost my dead cat early on, and it still works fine. Now I have the Rode shotgun, maybe, but only because I lost my Rode micro. I left my camera bag somewhere. Never do that. I left my Canon 70 in there, and then 2 lenses and a Rode lav mic. So whoever is out there that didn't return that, thanks. So now I have 2 80Ds, Ronin S, 2 shotgun mics. You want to really have a lot of memory cards. Now, why a lot of memory cards? You can have like a couple 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, whatever. But I recommend that you have about like 3 16 gigabyte memory cards, like randomly placed within your gear, like within your pockets, your purse, your bag, your fanny pack, whatever you have. Because if you do not have that memory card, you are doomed. You cannot record anything without that memory card. So if you forget it and you have that spare, it's like heaven. It's like, oh yes, I remember I packed an extra one in my bag just in case something happened like this, okay? So that's something you want to do. And then of course spare batteries. I had a light that I also left in my camera bag. It just really all depends on your budget, to be honest. And your budget should depend on how often you're going to be using video, using your camera. You have to really don't go all out. A lot of people are like, hey, I want to start this, let me ball out and spend this much. No, find the most affordable way, because it doesn't matter if you have endless money. The more money you save, the more money you can contribute to others, the more money you could, you know, contribute to generations to come, and, you know, things that pop up, you know, tires, deaths, or just random things that might pop up. So yeah, just a simple YouTube video of, like, you know, external lights, under $50, external lights under $100, under $500, because they will go up. So I actually just met Sean Cannell, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but I've been watching his YouTube videos for the longest, and that's someone I could definitely recommend. I'll put the picture up right here. It was like really cool meeting him, because it's like, you know, watching his YouTube videos, you don't necessarily know if you're ever gonna see them in person. And for me to, like, photography, I started that a while ago, like, so I'm like a child almost, like a teenager, you know what I mean? And it's like I don't fully understand that someone like a celebrity or an influencer, someone popular on like a device that I see, I have the, you know, the power, or, you know, the potential to be able to see them, to meet them in person. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that's a wrap. That's the equipment I use. And if I had $100 right now, and I already had a camera, or no. Let me just do $100 and I'll do $500. If I had $100 right now, what I say, I'd buy an off-brand gimbal off Amazon for my iPhone, So now I have the stabilization. That's very important to me. The iPhone, like microphone is will suffice. Like I think that thing is pretty dope for a starter. You project your voice. You stop playing a lot of games. Put some bass in that chest and speak. It'll have some great audio. You get behind a white background, whatever solid color background, graffiti background, a nice background like this, wherever you want to be, as long as there is light. Light is the key. Light is the key. If you shoot a lot at night, I'd say get a light within that $100, but if you don't worry about it. The next thing is somewhere to store all of that. So like invest in like Dropbox or invest in a hard drive or Google Drive, something where you can store your footage, because it's very important for you to be able to keep and organize the footage very early on, because documentation is not a quick thing. It's not what are those fidget spinners things? It's not in and out. This video is something's going. You know how we went to photo to video? I feel like we might go to video to something else that'll be like extremely cool in like 2050 or whatever. But like right now, video is gonna be here for a long time, and so having this content of you, like this is your life, this is your photo album, this is your ID, this is when people get on social media, all they're doing is looking at your life. They're literally looking in at your life. People say, are you okay, sorry about that, I ran out of space. But yeah, people say they're not people watchers, but if you have a social media, you're a people watcher because you're watching it in their life. Documentation is everything. You're going to want to store it somewhere. And that's how Gary Vee is able to whip out all these Throwback Thursday videos, because he has so much content. And he's able to prove that what he said is correct, or like that he's a freaking genius because he said it 20 years ago and he has it in a video. So it's just cool to have. Alright, let me call Nathan back. He called me earlier when I was in there. Let's say hi to Nathan. I'm not sure what happened there. Yo, what happened?
Hey, Anthony, what's up?
Hola.
Hey, what's going on?
Just returning your call, man.
That's fantastic. Tell me about what's happening. Tell me what you've been up to.
I'm sitting outside making a video of like the equipment I use. Yeah, I'm recording a speaker today, and yeah, chilling like a villain. What about you?
I saw you were at like a Kajabi thing.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I don't know much about it.
Well, Kajabi is like a web platform.
Yeah, it is, but I'm not sitting inside. I'm just sitting outside enjoying the weather. I don't know, I guess I said like a month ago that I wasn't going to sit in on these speaking events. Just because I've consumed, and I want to just stop and be able to like produce.
I get you. I 100% understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't want to like halfway consume.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
No, it's definitely it's a mind thing. Yeah.
But I also just heard. I legit don't know anything about it. day. I DM'd him about 2 days ago, so yeah. I don't know anything.
That's good. Don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so Cantus Simmons, he saw my story and he texted me, he DM'd me and was like, he texted me one of those. He was like, you're in LA as well. I said, yes. He said, is it for the Kajabi Summit? I said, no, I didn't know anything about it. I was like 2 days ago. So I Googled it and then I was like, well, hey, since it's here, let me just DM the speakers. And so I got one person. And,
you started DMing the speakers?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good idea. The idea of finding events that are going on and then DMing the speakers.
Yeah, I've been doing that though. I never told you?
No, you didn't tell me.
Oh.
So it makes a lot of sense because you're involved.
Yeah. So like it's basically you get into the event for free. I could be sitting in the event right now.
Yeah.
They don't bother you anyway when they see the camera.
Dude, we should do that for a bunch of events.
They're like, oh my, I love that. So tell me, what is this for? Seriously, like 4 people asked me so far. I'm just like, oh. I like answering questions though. They don't want to connect after. Maybe I have to bring them in, but they never want to. I don't understand why.
What do you mean?
You don't think to ask like, do you have a social media or like you live around here? So how could you help me type of thing?
Oh yeah. Like the people that come up to you and talk to you about the camera?
Mm-hmm. Like you were so interested that you came up to me to ask, but you didn't want to connect with me. I don't know. I don't take it personal. I just was like, it's just interesting.
You gotta sell them on it.
Yeah, I need help with that. Because this is the right crowd. They're teachers. You know what I mean? They're on this platform.
What was it?
I said this is the right crowd. They're teachers. They're educators. They're on this platform.
Yeah, it's like the ideal client.
Yeah. So I need to be, sucking it up, talking to people.
What you do, Ebony, is like the trick to everything is just become super interested in other people and just ask them to start talking about what they do.
Ask them to start talking what?
Ask them to start talking about what they do.
How do you ask that besides what do you do?
You ask, okay, so like you're there talking to them. So that's they're curious about the camera and your response is, yep, it's the camera, we're recording, I'm recording content from some XYZ speakers who are here, right? I've been having a ton of fun at the event and learned some random things or whatever. And you ask them what they learned and how it can help them in their business. And then, you know what I'm saying? You ask them, so what have you learned so far that you think is going to really help you in your business? You ask them that. And then then they tell you the answer. You're like, oh, that's really interesting. Tell me more about the business. How did you start? Or why did you start it? Or what's the origin story? Or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't just have to be so much. That's it's one of the business you're learning to, you basically learn to just be interested in in really any way you can. As long as you're interested in them, That way, if they come out and so what do? You have a business card? That's clear. But if you talk to them and you listen to them and you get them to really talk about like whatever it is that they're working on, then you know that opens up the conversation for you to be able to help them, and then they'll be asking for your contact information or something, you know?
Got it.
So like inside the conversation, just make it a natural part of the conversation to add value to them, and like then when you do that, they'll want to keep in touch and then they'll want to connect.
Understood.
Right?
You're the man.